What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the final part. Yes, to the final part of my Dragon Age Inquisition walkthrough. Welcome back. The final Dragon Age video. I was gonna say the final Dragon Age video, or yeah, it's final Dragon Age video of our walkthroughs of the Dragon Age trilogy before Velgar comes out on October 31st, which is about what, 4 weeks away? 4.5 weeks away? Oh man. It's gonna be a great time, despite the disappointing world state news. It's gonna be a great time. I can't wait for that freaking game. It's been a long journey. Started this journey back in June, not Inquisition journey, but back in June. Started with Origins and whatnot, and yeah, that's all she wrote. Alongside with the RPG Assassin's Creed games, and those were really long. Well, I'm happy I got the chance to play these games and replay or play Dragon Age Origins 2 for the first time and replay Inquisition here for the first time since early 2015, I think. Oh yeah, I totally forgot that we did that one mission or that one table operation where we get into contact with the hero for Elden, and they wrote back to us, and I don't know. Are they like here? Here we go. After defeating the orange and Blade took up the mantle of war. He has gone west in search of a way to cure the calling. The Inquisition discovered that he has gone west in search of a way to cure the calling. Is that what we did? Because was it one of the options was go after Morgan? Plus Warden Commander, I didn't take that up. It's fine. All right. Let's smooch Cassandra one more time. Even though in Velgar we're going to choose that we romance Cassandra. That's fine.
The sight of you warms the heart.
I was hoping we could spend some time together.
What could we possibly do to pass the time?
Ooh, I could think of a few ideas. I was about to say, they don't have like video games during the age of Dragon Age. They have concepts of video games, right? Sorry, I was letting my dog Cassie out my bedroom. She was looking at me. She was wagging her tail and she was like grinning a little bit. I'm like, what's going on? And she started showing her mouth. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, you're trying to sneeze. It was really cute. So people ask me, you talk about your dogs a lot. Where are your dogs? I'm like, well, you can follow me on Twitter at Baytuh, Baytuh. They're my profile. My art or whatever on my Twitter page.
Inquisitor.
The small one is Cassie, the rat terrier, and the big one's Junior, the husky. Big boy. You used to have a third one. I talked about years ago. The third dog, Diamond. Our miniature schnauzer. She was our first dog, but she sadly passed away back in 2021. I totally forgot before I ended last video. I totally forgot to do this. Oh, this is only 18 minutes.
All right.
Or 12 minutes. All right. I'm not going to take that long.
Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations. Thank you. All right, let's go talk to Morgan. So I think by the time we get back, it should be done. Or this is like straight up it. If I'm not mistaken, Flemeth is supposed to show up now, which is weird. Not weird, but like I got all my my stuff mixed up. Because I was like, starting this game, I was like, oh yeah, I remember Hawk, Morgan, and Flemeth being in this game. But I'm like, I thought Hawk was tied to Morgan and Flemeth, that whole ordeal. But no, she was tied to the Grey Warden thing with Stroud, which I thought it was Blackwall that was going to sacrifice himself instead of Stroud. But no, I got that mixed up. It's like, no, it was Hawk and Stroud who was going to get left behind. Not Hawk or Blackwall. I was talking trash about Blackwall. He's such a great character.
Inquisitor, thank the Maker you're here. Morrigan chased after her son into the Illuvian. She was terrified.
What? Why is the Illuvian open?
It was open when I arrived. Morrigan said only that Kieran did it. Then she ran into the mirror. I've never seen Morrigan like that. You must go after her. I will find help, Inquisitor.
Hardcore save, which, you know, we're just smooth sailing this. It really doesn't matter. But I mean, but I already explained it. The whole Well of Sorrows thing. Doesn't seem like all that those choices are carrying over to Velgard. I'll probably get into my thoughts more in the TLDR review at the end of this video.
Wait, this isn't the crossroads. This is the Fade. How did the Illuvian lead here? Can it go anywhere?
I should probably change my outfit, right?
Morrigan!
Go back. I must find Kieran before it's too late. Why would Kieran do this? How could he do this? We stand in the Fade. To direct the Illuvian here would require immense power. If he is lost to me now after all I have sacrificed...
We'll find him, Morrigan. He can't be far.
The Fade is infinite. He could literally be anywhere. Whatever happens to him now, 'tis my doing. I set him on this path. Please, help me look, Inquisitor. Just a little longer.
I never seen Morgan like this. She truly does care about her son, huh? Hero for Elda. She's like, nah, fuck that guy. I don't know why I'm getting stuck on small pieces of stone.
There he is!
Who's with him?
That's...
Mother!
Mother.
Now, isn't this a surprise?
So you're the one who took Morrigan's son.
Nonsense. He came to see his grandmother, like a good lad. I'm told sense often skips a generation.
Kieran is not your grandson. Let him go.
As if I were holding the boy hostage. She's always been ungrateful, you see.
Ungrateful! I know how you plan to extend your life, wicked crone. You will not have me, and you will not have my son.
That's quite enough. You'll endanger the boy.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
You are Mathal.
You can't be Mathal. That's not possible.
Explain to me, dear boy, why I cannot be what I am.
I'm supposed to believe that you're some kind of god?
Clearly not the sort you had in mind,
I'm sorry, Mother. I heard her calling to me. She said now was the time.
I do not understand.
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
That could have been a demon lying to you.
You hear the voices of the well girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
Oh, Flemeth. Flemeth. What are we gonna do?
If Mythal is within you, why not reveal yourself?
And to whom should I reveal myself?
To the elves, to everyone.
I knew the hearts of men even before Mythal came to me. It is why she came to me. They do not want the truth, and I am but a shadow, lingering in the sun.
Why did Mythal come to you?
For a reckoning that will shake the very heavens.
And you follow her whims. Do you even know what she truly is?
You seek to preserve the powers that were, but to what end? It is because I taught you, girl. Because things happened that were never meant to happen. She was betrayed as I was betrayed, as the world was betrayed. Mythal clawed and crawled her way through the ages to me, and I will see her avenged! Alas, so long as the music plays, we dance.
Did you come here to make Morrigan serve you?
Oh, what a servant she would make.
Then what is it you want?
One thing, and one thing only.
I have to go now, Mother.
No, I will not allow it.
He carries a piece of what once was, snatched from the jaws of darkness. You know this.
He is not your pawn, Mother. I will not let you use him.
Have you not used him? Was that not your purpose? The reason you agreed to his creation?
That was then. Now he is my son. Flemeth extends her life by possessing the bodies of her daughters, Inquisitor. That was the fate she intended for me. I thwarted her, and now she intends to have Kieran instead.
Wait, the way she talked about Kieran.
I am not the only one carrying the soul of a being long thought lost.
He is more than that, Mother.
As am I. Yet do you hear me complain? Our destinies are not so easily avoided, dear girl.
Mother, I have to.
You do not belong to her, Kieran. Neither of us do.
If Kieran is so special, why did you wait until now to come for him?
I did not know where he was. Morrigan cleverly hid him from me. Until now.
'Twas the well.
Always grasping beyond your reach, despite all that I taught you. How refreshing to see my lovely daughter so obedient.
If she did not have this hold over me,
Then you would do something even more foolish. In this place, my power is greater than yours. Do not tempt me further.
Kieran,
As you wish. Hear my proposal, dear girl. Let me take the lad, and you are free of me forever. I will never interfere with or harm you again. Or keep the lad with you, and you will never be safe from me. I will have my due.
I will take my chances.
I found you once, girl. What makes you think I will not find you again?
Take over my body now if you must. Just let Kieran go. He will be better off without me. Just as I was better off without you.
No more dreams?
No more dreams. A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me. Listen to the voices. They will teach you, as I never did.
Wait! Are you all right, Kieran? You are not hurt?
I feel lonely.
She wanted the old god soul all along. Is it worth reminding myself that perhaps I do not know everything after all? My mother has the soul of an elven goddess, or whatever Mythal truly was, and her plans are unknown to me.
You truly had no idea what she was.
I knew she kept the truth from me. I even suspected she was not truly human, but this... I always thought the so-called elven gods were little more than glorified rulers, but now... I have doubt. And doubt is... an uncomfortable thing, Inquisitor. Just be thankful you did not drink from the well. I am evidently tied to my mother for eternity.
Okay, so I'm just like looking at my footage right now back in 2014, and I was wondering, I'm like, what would happen if the Inquisitor drunk from the well? I guess so. Part 29, the Guardian of Mythal. I drunk from the well back in 2014. It was in a different area too. Like Carrion wasn't even there, but kind of plays out the same.
So Kieran had the soul of an old god.
Taken from the Archdemon at the final battle of the Fifth Blight. Yes, he has never known anything else. I'm uncertain what effect this will have on him.
But why did you...
I told you at the temple, the magic of old must be preserved, no matter how feared. Kieran had a destiny, and now it is in Flemeth's hands. I suppose we shall see what she does with it.
For what it's worth, I think you did the right thing.
Did I? She was testing me, and I cannot tell whether I passed. Now we must prepare to face Corypheus himself. It seems Mother was right. The voices of the well tell me I will be able to match his dragon. All that remains is for you to find him.
And this is what, like, it's upsetting about the whole world state thing in Dragon's Veilguards. Like, this could be totally different and whatnot, but I guess none of that matters because again, Veilguard, Morgan has Flemeth's crown. Could it be that the canon choice is that she does drink from the Well of Sorrows and Mythal totally takes control of Morgan? I don't know. I truly don't know. We're going to see in like 4.5 weeks, so y'all. We're gonna get those answers. Hopefully, it pays off well.
Mother must be very pleased. If I see her again, I will have no choice but to do every single thing she commands. I feel certain what happened at the Temple of Mythal must somehow have been her influence.
Perhaps she's influenced more than just what happened at the temple.
With Corypheus, you mean?
He does have that elven orb.
Which he had to acquire somewhere. Yes, I see. It is hard to imagine her motivation for doing so. Then again, everything about her is hard to imagine. I suppose we have little choice but to proceed and be thankful she assisted us at all.
Do you trust what Flemeth told us?
About what she is? I am uncertain. I knew there was more to her than I realized, that she was not truly human. This? I once found her grimoire, and that was where I learned her immortality was gained by stealing the bodies of her daughters. Flemeth claims I misunderstood. It is not forced on the unwilling. Meaning I might agree to such a thing? Impossible, yet there seemed an undeniable sense of truth to the things she told us. All my years spent hunting for arcane mysteries, and the greatest was the one I left behind.
So she doesn't. So all the daughters she had taken over agreed to this, willing. Sorry, I'm just willing. I wonder why. Why would they agree to such a thing? Is it because they feel bad and want to help Mythal get her revenge? Like, is her story, her past, that like devastating? Is it like Bloody Falca from Witcher?
So what do you intend to do now?
Once Corypheus is defeated, I will take Kieran and leave. Where I will go is uncertain. I must consider the fact that Flemeth may yet have plans for me. I am, after all, her servant. Such a delight. Yet we must now consider the coming battle. I hope all I learned from the well proves worthwhile.
You'll be back in Trespassers. That's fine.
I'd like to know more about you.
If you have questions, then ask.
I leave you to the garden.
Of course.
God, I'm just so curious just curious, like, how Bioware's gonna answer all of this. Why, sorry, I've harped on it enough. I'm curious, you know?
What can I do for you, your inquisitorialness?
Carry on.
My friend.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.
All right. Another hardcore savey save. So I'm curious, like, I guess it doesn't matter. Well, if I would have chose the Inquisitor drug for the well and Karen is still there, maybe things would have played out different. I don't know. I guess it really wouldn't have mattered. What happens if the well got destroyed? Can the well be destroyed or no? But like I said, I guess it really doesn't matter for Velgard. But it seems like Bioware came up with its own canon of what Morgan did, or I don't know. Again, we'll see. All right, before the final mission. Let's judge Samson. I just hope we have a satisfying conclusion. Like, I really hope. Definitely when, like, a lot of the main themes have to deal with the elven gods and whatnot. You know what I mean? Like, we have to have a satisfying conclusion to all this elven stuff.
Forgive me, Inquisitor. For personal interest, I have relieved Josephine, as you might expect. Knight Templar Samson, General to Corypheus, traitor to the Order. The blood on his hands cannot be measured. His head is too valuable to take. Kirkwall, Orlais, many would see him suffer. I can't say I'm not one of them.
I can make him answer for what he's done.
The Red Lyrium will steal your vengeance. You know what it does. Corypheus only delayed my corruption.
Are you still loyal to that thing? He poisoned the Order, used them to kill thousands.
Templars have always been used. How many were left to rot like I was, after the Chantry burned away their minds? Piss on it. I followed him, so Templars could at least die at their best. Same lie as the Chantry. The Prophet just isn't as pretty.
I found your people. They believed in you. Believed your cause was righteous.
Not your business, Inquisitor.
Your friend Maddox was so loyal, he killed himself. For you.
They were always going to die. I saw what Corypheus was doing. So yes, I fed them hope instead of despair. I made them believe their pain had purpose. Just like the Chantry does. Right, Commander? It ended as well as anything else I've done. Corypheus would kill me on sight. I'll tell your people what they want. Everything I cared about is destroyed.
Very well. Samson, you will spend your remaining years serving the Inquisition. Cullen will be your handler. Perhaps he can get something useful out of you.
I doubt the Commander believes there's anything worthy left in me.
You're not wrong, but you served something greater than yourself once. Perhaps you can be made to remember that.
All right, with that done, it's time to move on to the final mission. Doom upon all the world.
Did you find what you need, Morrigan?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
I'm eager to try.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes?
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's Magnus. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you. We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Just as Corypheus expects, I suppose.
All right, let's get our team, our gang back together.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist. I am Corypheus. I shall deliver you from this lie in which you linger. Bow before your new god and be spared.
Never!
As you wish. I knew you would come.
It ends here, Corypheus.
And so it shall. You have been most successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
I'm the Maker's chosen.
A dragon! How clever of you! It will avail you nothing. You will fall as a warning to those who oppose my divine will. If you desire death, you shall have it.
I'm thinking I'm doing damage. Wait, oh, he's not of the Fate, right? So it doesn't make sense for us to use our Fate ability.
I shall sear you from the very heavens. You dare to touch an avatar of divinity.
Yo, freaking ouch! Get it, Vivian.
As you wish. Look at you, a Soparati nipping at the heels of your betters. You are nothing. All you love will be ground under the Imperium's heel. As you wish.
It's just moving so much. It's just easier to play as Vivian because she's Night Enchanter, very overpowered. Currently can't save the game better than crash on me. You go, Mathal's servant.
I shall sear you from the very heavens. As you wish. Feel my wrath, little wretch. I will...
We fought dragons before. We got this. We just gotta keep this up. Jesus, 6,000? Oh, God, Jesus. God, it gained armor? What's the best way to get rid of its armor? There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, balls. They get no one. Oh, God. I played enough Dragon's Dogma 2 to know that that tail freaking reaches.
Let it end here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder!
Gets full health again.
I will not get full.
So is the Archdemon dead? What do we need a Grey Warden to take it out? Blackwall, now's your time.
The breach is getting bigger!
So it is! Kill him before he destroys the veil!
Did I do it?
Not like this. I have walked the halls of the Golden City, crossed the ages. Do not, ancient ones, I beseech you. If you exist, if you ever truly existed, aid me now.
Wanted into the Fade. Solus, the orb. I know you wanted the orb saved. I'm so sorry.
It is not your fault.
There's more, isn't there?
It was not supposed to happen this way, no matter what comes. I want you to know you shall always have my respect.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Victorious, I see. What a novel result.
And you survive. Thank the Maker.
And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
A moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
The fighting's over. Why do they want to meet me now?
You're joking, yes? They wish to bask in the glory of your victory, hoping that some of it will rub off on them. Everyone knows Empress Celine owes you her life and her throne. 1,000 problems remain, and your opinion will be sought on each one, whether you wish to give it or not.
I don't see what the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped.
And you are the one who stopped him. Previously, you were an upstart, nothing more than a leader of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, they could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature, the ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
I mean, maybe I gotta look up some lore videos, but like, how the Archdemon is dead, but I thought Grey Wardens needed to kill. I forgot Blackwell's not a Grey Warden, but like I thought Grey Wardens needed to kill the Archdemon so they don't, keep reviving and whatnot. That was the whole point. Or was Corypheus' soul like the soul of the Archdemon, and we put the Archdemon's soul in the Fade? That seems way freaking worse. That seems like a bad idea. A bad idea that we probably shouldn't have done, but. Hey, it is what it is. Talk to the homies.
Am I imagining it? Or do we have a moment to breathe?
I can scarcely believe it.
The Conclave, Haven. It seems so long ago. You should hear the stories they're telling in the barracks. The pride in their voices. Some of the soldiers have requested leave to return home. But many would follow us still. You are proof that the Inquisition has made a difference, and that we will continue to do so.
Our soldiers put their trust in you, Cullen. I appreciate everything you've done.
I should be thanking you. You gave me a chance to prove myself. In your place, I'm not sure I would have done the same. I should let you mingle. I'm sure everyone desires your attention. Enjoy the party, Inquisitor.
All this pomp and ceremony? Can't top seeing that bastard Corypheus burn. No matter what happens to me now, I can say I was there. I helped you bring him down.
It took all of us, but we did it.
I shudder to think where we'd be without you leading us. So now that you've saved the world, what's next? Hoping to put it all back together?
It'll be a huge undertaking.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff.
You helped make it possible, Bull.
That's what they pay me for. It's weird. I joined the Inquisition under orders from the Ben Hathrath and stayed because Corypheus was an asshole. Now that it's done, I've got no orders.
For the first time in my life, I can go wherever I want.
Got anywhere in mind?
If it's all the same with you, I'm pretty good right here. Anyway, the only place I'm going tonight is back for more drinks. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
So many people died. More still are hurting. They need help. It seems wrong to celebrate, but I want to. The part of me that's me needs to, after all this. The servants are drinking. Some of them are drinking while lying down.
Do you have any interest in joining them?
I don't know. Not now. It makes things more complicated, and I'm not ready. Someday. Maybe. What happens next? Where do we go?
For tonight, we remind the world and each other that we're alive.
Yes. Because of you. Thank you for letting me stay.
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world. It's the least Andraste's herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
What do you think, Sarah? Like you said, you were there.
I think you seemed real sure of it along the way. Of the Maker thing. I guess you'd know by this point. Seems like you did it right, mostly. Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to Val Rio. That's where I was. You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
This is home, if you'll have it.
Shut it, you. I cry, I'm punching everyone. All right, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning. Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything, such a mess. She was completely breathless.
You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you?
I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
That's what happens when you're a hero.
Is that so? Must be why it's so unfamiliar. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
I appreciate everything you've done for us.
So you should. Being appreciated is a nice change of pace, though. I'm also pleased to come out of it alive. I wasn't expecting that.
You thought you'd die?
Didn't you? The hero dies in all the best stories. Anything else just sounds so implausible. I've decided to stay with the Inquisition. For now.
You will?
Tevinter lacks the presence of my best and only friend. It'll keep.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. I'm thinking, this shit is weird. The Inquisitor Trevelyan story. What do you think? It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing's certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention, I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the free marches as soon as I get back.
Don't divide your efforts. The people of the free marches are more important than a story.
As it happens, I agree with you. Kirkwall is in bad shape, and a lot of other city-states were hit hard by the war. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. Curly needs to win back some of his dignity.
So much to do, my dear. Elections for Grand Enchanter must be held, and many of the circles lack even interim First Enchanters. It will take time, and it may not be possible to restore the history that was lost, but we will reinstate the circles. But that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it.
As a matter of fact, I am.
And well you should. It's a miracle we survived this ordeal. Go mingle. The night is still young.
Ugh, I should never have hired a new caterer so late.
Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure about them.
If you don't pause for a moment, your heart is going to stop.
At least I'd be spared another incident. What a disaster. Somebody was late, the invitations to our guests barely went out at all, and it was so wonderful to prepare for a small banquet instead of the end of the world. Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Thedas is discussing the success of the Inquisition.
You played no small part in our rise to power.
You had a role yourself, if I recall correctly. Truly, we will never forget those we lost. But for tonight, to victory.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I must remember to thank her for the trouble.
She's been craving the cakes from Madame Lucien's shop for months. This celebration gave her the perfect excuse. To you, Inquisitor, for all you've done.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would be a god. And yet here we are, celebrating.
What's important is that you're here with me.
There was a moment after the orb exploded. I thought for certain you were dead. I prayed, don't take him from me, not after all we've been through. And then I saw you through the smoke. Sometimes the Maker is kind. I have news from the sequester. I believe the Chantry intends to name me Divine very soon. If that happens, I have decided to accept. I wanted you to know.
That's wonderful news. You'll be an excellent Divine.
I'm glad you believe so. I think back to how we first met, and here you stand, the chosen of Andraste, proven in the eyes of all Thedas, and you are the man I love. How did that happen, I wonder? Know that I will always stand with you. A moment before you go. There's something else I wanted to say.
You know the crisis is over, right? What's this about?
Everything is about to change. I could be named Divine any day now. You will be pulled in 100 different directions.
Cassandra.
No, it's fine. I simply wanted to steal a moment, while I still can.
is said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right. Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us of what almost was. It tells us that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended and order finally restored. The Empress is unchallenged. But at what price? Blood drips from Celine's hands, and all her court know it. However, none are in a position to move against her. The Empire's ties to the Inquisition remain strong, both sides benefiting from the ongoing relationship. Some resent this, calling Celine the Inquisitor's puppet, though they do not do so openly. Orlais prospers, and soon forgets that it could very easily have been otherwise. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamant. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawke is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new circle of Magi. The Seekers of Truth are rededicated to their purpose of protecting the innocent. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas. Despite her popularity, the new Divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far. A new sect arises, demanding a return to the status quo on threat of war. With the Inquisitor's assistance, negotiations end peacefully, and few concessions are made. Strength and unity within the Chantry are restored in the months following. A golden age, if it can last. The Inquisition's mages, the former rebels led by Grand Enchanter Fiona, are left with a choice. In the end, they refuse Cassandra's invitation to rejoin the Circle of Magi and instead reform the College of Enchanters as a new order. The college, they say, will allow mages of the South to gather in peace and seek new solutions to age-old problems. From the beginning, the college and the circle have clashed, and some fear it will lead to a new war of the mages upon themselves. And what of the Inquisition itself? Its military might has grown, now rivaling that of kingdoms. Fear of the Inquisition's army has become the true source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
And that's everyone, was Dragon Age Inquisition. Thank you all for watching this, and thank you all for joining me for this walkthrough. Thank you, much appreciated. And also everyone, thank you all so much for the love and support and watching my playthroughs and slash walkthroughs of my Dragon Age my Dragon Age walkthroughs that I started back in June of this year in preparation for Veilguard, which comes out October 31st, which I'm super excited for that game. We're about like 4.5 weeks until that release. Yeah, we started back in June with Origins, then what, like mid-July, we started with Dragon Age 2, and now we're finished off with Dragon Age Inquisition. Thank you so much. Much appreciated for the love and support once again. Overall, you know, replaying Dragon Age Inquisition, I remember back in 2014, I was like, oh yeah, this is an amazing game. It was my game of the year back in 2014. I freaking loved it. And now I'm like, it's still a great game. Or I still really enjoy the game, but I'm not as high on it as I was back in 2014 and whatnot. And, you know, hindsight being 2020, because I, you know, beat the game twice and did everything. I guess this is like my third playthrough of the game, and now I'm like, oh man, there's a lot of things in this game I really don't like, even though there's like some of the best, you know, story missions and a lot of gameplay moments and writing that's like the best in the Dragon Age series are in Inquisition. But yeah, like, it's funny. I don't think none of the Dragon Age games hit that 9 out of 10 amazing mark in my personal opinion. I find there are amazing moments in all three of the games. I find that there are good to in okay and mediocre moments in all three of the games as well. Like a perfect example, like, you know, your thoughts on, or, you know, my thoughts on Origins. I think Origins a great game, not the be all end all Dragon Age game people say it was. It truly isn't. For me personally, the gameplay I think is bad and it does not hold up, but it also has some of the best character writing, story missions, dialogue, and companions in the entirety of the Dragon Age franchise. Moving to Dragon Age 2. Dragon Age 2, my favorite Dragon Age story, like now beating Inquisition once more. And, you know, I still think Dragon Age 2 has the best story in the Dragon Age franchise. I like how small, and it's a small story, but albeit still meaningful and still has, you know, huge consequences for the overall arcing Dragon Age universe. We'll see when we get to Veilguard, since it seems like they're, you know, doing away with a lot of that stuff. But yeah, I still enjoy it. I think Hawke is like the best Dragon Age protagonist we have. Like what you could build Hawke in, or how you could build that Hawke, what type of character they could be, freaking awesome. I really enjoy that. And also I think has, you know, some of the best compelling, well written, and some of the best romance in Dragon Age. I really enjoy that. Yes, it has, and the gameplay I like it a lot more than Dragon Age Origins. Inquisition, I'm about even on both, but yeah, like, it's, you know, I think, you know, Dragon Age 2 it's a great game, definitely, despite its faults with its level design and not being finished, of course. Now, since we've, you know, gone to, you know, with Dragon Age Inquisition here, I think the game is great. The issue with Dragon Age Inquisition is the war table. I think the war table, like, is dilute the word I'm looking for? It siphons off a lot of the, you know, the good things about the game, because you're bogged out and have to do like miscellaneous stuff to continue to do the missions that you want to do, if that makes sense. Sorry if I'm rambling and not making sense. Like, I think Dragon Age Inquisition story is really good. I think the companions are some of the best also, you know, in the Dragon Age franchise. Sarah, but like everyone else, like, definitely when it comes to, you know, Cassandra, Blackwall, Solus, you know, of course the homie Varric coming back. Yeah, freaking phenomenal. Like, you know, it's all really enjoyable. Like, I love it. The gameplay, I personally don't think the gameplay is all that great, but once you know, get the right components and skills and abilities and whatnot, and you level up and have, you know, the good weapons, I'm like, okay, it becomes way more enjoyable. But like, again, the war table, you know, some of the missions, like, hey, do, like, you know, having to, definitely when it comes to the companions, like having to wait like 2 hours or 4 hours or even 5 hours to do like companion missions because the freaking war table, yo, that bloody blows. Like, that sucks. I have no idea what BioWare was thinking back in the day, but it's a terrible gameplay decision in my personal opinion. I know PC people probably don't have to deal with that anymore because there's PC mods that get rid of the time stuff for Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm like, yeah, that's good on them because that freaking sucks. I also don't like the power thing as well. Like, hey, to do this main mission, you have to have 40 power. And I was like, well, what happens you don't have that much power? Oh, go do a main mission. I'm like, I don't like it when you have to be forced into doing, the main, forced into doing side objectives or whatnot, miscellaneous stuff to gain power, like closing rifts, fades, and whatnot, to do the thing that you want to do. Like, that sucks, and that's a terrible gameplay design. I'm so glad Bioware got rid of the war table concept for Veilguard. It's like, hey, you want to do this mission? Do it. Like, there's no whole bars. There's no freaking God, what's the word I'm looking for? Roadblocks or whatever. Like, there's none of that. Do what you want to do, which is the right way to go. Which is funny because I honestly think because I don't think this game has microtransactions, but it's for multiplayer, right? Which I think the servers are offline. Like, I feel like the war table, that whole concept, is made for EA to sell you time savers, have quotes, time savers, like Ubisoft does in Assassin's Creed and whatnot, to speed up time on the war table. But I don't think none of that exists. So I'm like, what's the point of the war table? Like, you're inflating the game, and that's what makes Dragon Age Inquisition so bloated. Yes, the open world design not that good. So some of the areas are really fun to explore, like Empress de Lion or whatever, Creek or Crestwood or whatnot. Like, yeah, some of those areas are really cool to explore, but like, this game didn't need to be open world, like, unless you're going to do an open world game like, Baldur's Gate 3 or Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. Like, I still think that an open world Dragon Age game can work, but it doesn't need to be like, here's like 5 areas that are ginormous big. Like, I think focusing on like 3 main areas would have been, the better choice. Well, yeah. Those are the negatives. Overall, like I said, the story is good. I really enjoyed it, even though Corypheus, even though he's not all that good, compelling villain, even though I love his presence and his voice. The voice work, the VO, freaking amazing. I like the Inquisitor, the type of character we can make the Inquisitor, even though I think Hawke is a better main character for Dragon Age. I like, again, the companions, some of the best, written and gameplay companions in Dragon Age. Again, Varric, awesome. Cassandra, awesome. Miriam, awesome. Even though, her, views on the, mages and whatnot, but, Blackwell, awesome. Solus, of course, like the main villain for Veilguard and whatnot, like, it's all freaking awesome. It's I love it. But again, it's all, and of course your war table council, Josephine, compelling written character, her background and whatnot. Colin, like, he was a side character, a really good supporting character in Dragon Age 2 and Kirkwall and whatnot, and how all that went down. Of course, the homegirl, Liliana. And, I'm really not a fan of Liliana being hardened, even though we tried our hardest and made her softer in Dragon Age Origins. I guess that, got taken away in Inquisition, but Liliana is still a great, compelling character. Like, again, overall, Dragon Age Inquisition, really freaking great game, despite, the bogged down by bloat, miscellaneous stuff that you don't want to do, and side quests that you don't want to do. Oh yeah, I think also, while I think the companion missions, the story and character growth and those arcs that you get out of them are really good, the actual mission structure themselves, I think they're pretty bad, because they're basically like, go here and do these 3 things. Go here and collect these freaking Blackwall, go to each of these regions, get memories of the Grey Warden and whatnot. I'm like, what's that? What the heck does that have to do with Blackwall's character? Like, he once you collect all the artifacts, he comments on it. It's like, hey, thank you for doing this, but you don't get like the full circle of him not being a Grey Warden and him not being the real Blackwall until later. But I don't know how that has anything to do with you getting all those Grey Warden artifacts. It really doesn't have. It doesn't have anything to do with that. Like, I think it definitely, when it comes to Cassandra and doing the killing the targets for her secret mission, I'm like, what does that have to do with you finding this secret? You're head of the secret guy. Like, those miscellaneous fetch quests, side stuff, terrible. The actual story arcs and the character arcs that come out of that, really freaking great. I enjoy that. But yeah, overall, everyone, Dragon Age Inquisition, great game. It's still a great game. Holds up in a lot of regards, but doesn't in a lot of them as well. Definitely when it comes to open world exploration and whatnot. So yeah, for my next gameplay walkthrough, everyone, I just want to touch on this for a quick second. I was about to say I have no clue. I do. Like, we're done with all of our RPG Assassin's Creed walkthroughs. Now it says Assassin's Creed Shadows got delayed into 2025, but still, we're done with all of them. Now we're done with all of our Dragon Age playthroughs in preparation for Velguard in what, 4.5 weeks. Now we are moving on to, I would say, we're moving on to either, oh yeah, I forgot, the Remnant 2 final DLC is out. We'll be moving on to that. Also, probably the Mortal Kombat 1 story expansion that came out not too long ago. We'll be moving on to that as well. Oh yeah, and of course, Starfield Shattered Space, which I'm really looking forward to. I'll be doing a walkthrough of that as well next Tuesday, or no, next Monday or Tuesday, one of those 2 days. That looks really freaking cool. Also next week, Silent Hill 2 remake, I think on October 4th, I think October 3rd or 4th, that first week of October. So that's gonna be really exciting. Hopefully I get my hands on that game to do a full walkthrough of that. But yeah, we're in that mode now. A lot of new game releases. We have, you know, of course, Dragon Age I'm really looking forward to, Stalker 2, all that's in like end of October, you know, mid-November, but coming out really soon, Silent Hill 2 remake, Remnant 2 DLC, Mortal Kombat DLC, Mortal Kombat 1 DLCs. Like, I got my hands on Dead Rising Deluxe Edition. Might be doing a walkthrough of that if I have time. So much to do, everyone, ladies and gents. So make sure you subscribe, have the notification bell turned on, and make sure you set those notifications to all so you don't miss out on anything I post to this channel. And yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, everyone, thank you all for watching this. Thank you all for joining me for this walkthrough. Thank you all for delivering support on this walkthrough and on my other walkthroughs and on my channel as a whole. Thank you. Much I appreciate it. Before I let you guys all go, if you guys could please leave a like on this video if you guys like what you saw. Please subscribe for more content. It helps out this channel a lot. Also, when you do subscribe, make sure you hit the little notification bell next to the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any content I post to this channel. And make sure you set those notifications to all as well. Please share my channel and my videos to all your friends, families, cats and dogs, and whoever who not. And you guys can all follow me on Twitter at Baytuh, Baytuh. If you want to keep supporting me even further, you can do so by donating to my Patreon, PayPal, YouTube Super Thanks, leaving a tip, or becoming a YouTube member on my channel. That is patreon.com/Baytuh, Baytuh, and or paypal.me/Baytuh, Baytuh, and or through YouTube Super, excuse me, voice crack right there, YouTube Super Thanks. All you have to do is click on any one of my videos are monetized, which is 99.9% of them. Then hit the little money heart thanks button and donate however much you want. But regardless how you choose to support me further, any and all donations, everyone's much appreciated and is 100% completely optional. And for the final time for my Dragon Age Inquisition walkthrough, maybe I'll do another re-walkthrough of this game in another 10 years. But for right now, for the final time for my Dragon Age Inquisition walkthrough, ladies and gents, everyone, my name is Malcolm, also known as Baytuh, and I will catch you guys all on my next walkthrough. Let's Play Channel Plus update, live stream, rambling review, basically whatever else I do next on this channel, which is going to be very, very, very soon. Peace, thank you all for watching, and I love you all.
I knew you would come. You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber. The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people, they need me. I am so sorry.
I am sorry as well.